everyone, and welcome back to Sketch by Sketch. Today I'm going to be coloring these sketches. If you haven't seen that video, go back and watch it. I did it a few weeks ago where I just did a full-on sketch with me. So today we're going to be using the OHUHU pastel set here, and we're also going to be using the skin tone set. I thought it would be fun to just do a video where I only use these other packs of the OHUHU markers and not my regular big set that I always use. So here I'm just selecting some markers for a skin tone set for one of the characters. I'm trying to do each of the skin tones a little bit different today on each of the characters that I'm going to do. Okay, so this isn't really like a tutorial on coloring, but I do want to leave this video in real time so that you guys can follow along if you'd like to and use these same markers. Also, I do have a color swatch sheet off camera. I thought I recorded myself finding that in a little bit, but maybe not. So we'll see. But I'm just going to start coloring from lightest to darkest. I decided to do this skin tone over here on the side just a little bit lighter, and I'm going to experiment with some different things with the other ones. Also, I'm recording this audio while I'm doing my makeup before school, so if you hear anything like me getting brushes out or drawers closing, that's probably what it is. So sorry if the audio quality isn't great today. Just really wanted to get this video out, and the only way I could do that is if I did it before school this morning, so I'm putting my makeup on right now. I really like coloring these sketches like this without line art. So pretty much how I'm doing this is I just use a colored pencil. I like to use Crayola colored pencils because the Prismacolor ones are a little bit too soft. They tend to smudge around too much. And I just go ahead and do the sketch, and then I lightly erase, and then I darken up the lines that I really want to keep. And then while I'm coloring, I just kind of use the markers to build up shadows and where the lines would be. So it's just a really fun method. It's pretty simple because you don't have to do line art, so it doesn't really take as much time, and I think it just looks so effortless and pretty in the sketchbook. I'm definitely excited that the weather is changing and it's turning more towards fall, because I always have a lot of fun videos coming out more in the fall time. So definitely I want to do some fall outfit videos, and of course Inktober is coming up. I am fairly busy with some things this year. Just a lot of stuff seems to be going on. So I probably will not be doing like a drawing every single day for Inktober, but I'm maybe going to come out with like my own prompt list that would be like every other day or something like that. So make sure you're subscribed and you have your notifications on. Also, I post a lot in the community tabs, so if you are watching on something like an iPad, you're probably not going to see those community tabs because the update hasn't come in yet, but if you're watching on your phone or laptop, then you just go over to my home page and click on the community tab, and you'll see all the updates that I post. Usually if there's a delay in uploading, or if I haven't been able to film a video for that week, I'll just let you guys know that something's coming soon, and that's why there hasn't been an upload. Or if there's like a coloring sheet or a prompt list or something, or a challenge that I'm doing, I'll post that there. And also I've been posting a lot more shorts, so make sure you check all of those out. If you guys have any video ideas, I would love to hear about them. It's been a while since I've done kind of like a themed video, so I definitely want to get back into that. I know I was doing kind of like the 70s and 80s series, and that was really fun. So definitely, if you have any ideas for future videos, leave those in the comments below. finished that one up. I think that one's so cute, just love the colors there. So I'm going to start picking out the colors for this next drawing. Alright, this one I wanted to do more of a yellowy skin tone, not necessarily too dark, but more of a yellowy color. So that's what I'm going for here. The color looked a bit different once I placed it down. It's kind of giving me vibes from the Crayola marker sets when we were kids, and you didn't have like a skin color, so you just used the orange. So it's not that bad, but this color isn't really the greatest base skin tone, so if I were to do this again, I probably wouldn't use that shade. One thing I've learned while drawing with more yellow skin tones, it's a little bit harder to add like blush and pink and red tones back onto it. So I recommend that if you're going to want to add that blush look or just more of a rosy color to the skin, then gravitate more towards oranges and lay them down before the base color. It just seems to help for me. It's something I've been doing. If you've been watching my shorts, you would have seen my video from when I had COVID. I had COVID like a week or two ago. It was not fun at all, but I did enjoy one thing, that I had more time to draw, because lately I just really haven't been making the time to sit down with my sketchbook and draw. And I looked back, and before I had COVID, the last digital drawing I had done was back from like February. So I definitely just haven't been making the time for drawing lately, and that's not something that I want to do. I want to definitely keep drawing in my sketchbook. I really want to complete my Illo sketchbook before too long, and so I did get more time to do that. And I made a few new digital art and I think I did like a sketchbook spread. So I really just wasn't feeling up to doing too much, but I did kind of come up with a new method of doing digital drawings, and I want to do a full-length video on that. It's just a really fun method using an app to create the references. If you just saw that short, you'll know what I'm talking about. But if you want to see that video, then I'll definitely do that soon. That's just what I've been working on most recently. I'm still working on this drawing. This one just was posing a little bit of issues, not too bad, but it just wasn't working out exactly as I had hoped, so I had to work with it just a little bit more and blend a little bit more. So I think the problem was definitely that yellow tone that I started out with, and it was a little bit hard to blend into some of the other colors. So next time I'll know a little bit more about how to use that tone. Alright, here I'm going to be doing more of a tan pink skin tone. So this one's going to be a little bit lighter than the last one, but it's going to have more of a pink tone rather than a yellow tone. And like I said before, all of the colors that I'm using here are coming straight out of that OHUHU skin tone set. So that really proves that there are lots of colors in that set. A lot of markers, when they come out with sets, I don't really like the colors that they come out with. They just seem like they don't blend well together. It's like when they made this set, they didn't really think about using the markers together, but OHUHU sets aren't like that. They all really go together well and seem to have lots of variety, so I definitely recommend OHUHU marker sets. If you don't really feel like purchasing a really big set, even though it is kind of expensive, I do recommend getting the bigger set, just because they're so much cheaper than like a professional grade marker like OHUHU, or Copic, sorry, but they perform pretty much just as well. The only thing is probably the casing. The marker casing itself isn't as high quality, but that doesn't really matter. So I definitely recommend these markers. I tend to use them in most of my videos. But I have been wanting to do like a straight up video where I just do a Copic marker illustration. It feels like it's been a minute since I've used my Copic markers, and I did pay quite a bit for them, so I feel like I better get my money's worth. The markers do tend to dry out if you just leave them set for a while, so I definitely need to get those out and do an illustration. I was thinking about doing a video where I draw myself and my guitar. I've done that in the past, but that was back when I only had one guitar, and I'm pretty sure I have 5 guitars now. I know it's a problem, but anyways, I would love to start doing a series where I start doing portraits with each of them, because they're all so different and colorful. I'll try to put a picture up. Well, maybe I won't spoil the surprise of the video, so maybe I won't do that. But anyways, I thought that would be a fun video idea. And maybe in that video I could use the Copic markers. This one I'm going to be doing a little bit of a more tan, darker brown skin tone. Really pretty. I just like this pose of this one. Another video idea I had was to paint on a jean jacket. I've been wanting to do this for quite a while now, but I just haven't had the actual jean jacket. So now that I actually found one in my closet that I haven't worn in forever, so I was thinking about using acrylic paint on that, and that might be really fun. But I've never done it before, so if you guys have ever painted on jeans, what are your tips for what paint to use, how to keep it from cracking? It's definitely going to be a first time experience when we do that video, but that video is definitely going to be coming soon because I really want to just paint on the back of a jean jacket. It sounds so fun. Alright, now I'm just finishing up the sketch, just adding all those layers of color. Again, these aren't super detailed, but I am adding, layers of shadows and blush tones, so definitely just building up the colors here, but it's also still sketchy. Alright, now I'm going to move on to coloring the hair. Now this is a step that I did not take as much time on. I kind of just did more of just solid colors here, maybe with just a little bit of variation. I just did this fairly quickly. So I definitely had ideas of what colors I wanted each of the hair colors to be. And just for reference, I'm still using the OHUHU skin color set for the hair as well. So not only does this set offer a lot of skin tones, it also offers a wide variety of hair colors, so it all just kind of goes together. You can use the set for both. So again, I definitely really want to recommend this set. It's just so great. I'm not sure exactly how much it is, but I know it is a good price for how many colors that you're getting. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just going in and coloring over all these sketches. Also, sometimes when I use the lighter colors, like for the skin, you can still see like the pencil marks showing through, but when I am doing hairstyles like this where the colors get a bit darker, it does tend to cover that up. So sometimes I'll go in with a darker colored pencil, sometimes even more of like a black, and go back in and add those lines. Today I didn't do that, but I'm just letting you know that that's an option, and that if you really want more of a liner look, then you can go back in with a darker colored pencil there. Alright, and for this one, I did actually have to grab a other marker. It's still a Copic marker, but this is from my Chow set. I don't know why this set doesn't come with a black. I feel like every marker set should come with a black. It's just such an essential color. So I did have to grab that one from another set that I had, but I just went ahead and went in with black and just left some highlights. So that's super simple. These hairstyles that I'm coloring really are so easy. Anyone can do this. So it's definitely really fun, this style, because you don't have to put too much effort into it, but it still looks cute. Alright, this one I wanted it to look a little bit more kind of different tones and different strands of hair, so I just went in really messy and just drew in the pieces of hair, letting my pen just kind of flow over the page so that the ink didn't get too dark on it. And I'm just going in with a few different colors and doing this same technique to kind of layer it. This is going to give it kind of a highlighted look, more of a multiple tone rather than the last two that we just did one color. For this one, I decided to go with kind of a reddish brown hair color, so I'm being just a bit more careful of how I'm putting the color down on this one, because red is a little bit more of a tricky color to get right, and the hair was definitely shown more in this sketch. More of it is shown, so I definitely wanted to just be a little bit more careful of how I was laying it out, but I'm still coloring this very simply. It's not anything super difficult here, so I'm just filling everything in and leaving some white highlights, and I use kind of a technique where I flick the brush tip so it kind of touches the page a little less and gets kind of that lighter look, rather than when you press all the way down. Hopefully that makes sense. But if you just kind of lightly sweep the marker over, then you get that more see-through look. It's just a way to make it look like there's light shining on the hair. Hopefully all of that makes sense, but that's what I'm doing there. Right, now's when that pastel set comes in. We're going to be using that to color all of the outfits. So for this first one, this is just a really cute top. I really like it. I'm just kind of going in with these pastel greens and pinks and creating all the lines and soft fabrics on this top. So I think it just looks really cute, and I really like the colors that I'm using on this one. Definitely looks more spring, so sometime soon I'm going to be doing, like I said, that fall outfit video, so this is probably the last spring looking outfits you'll see for a while. I really think that this pink color really ties all of this in, makes the top just kind of all seamlessly go together. I think it's really, really cute. I did end up adding a little bit more pink because it just matched the skin tone just too much. It almost looked see-through, so I wanted to just add a little bit more pink there. And I'm using this light blue color, of course from the same set, to color in the jeans. So really cute. Love how soft that drawing looks. Really, really adorable. So let's keep moving on. I'm just loving these outfits, loving the overall look of this page. So we're just gonna go in and start coloring the coffee, because I added a prop on this one, so she's got a coffee cup. And of course you gotta have the green straw, because good coffee comes from Starbucks. And I'm going to now start coloring in the outfit. Decided to go with this mauve pinky purple color. Really love this color. I can't stress enough how great these OHUHU sets are. Like, these colors are so pretty, especially if you draw things kind of like I do, like this style, and you like to draw really more pastel-y things. It definitely offers a few other colors, but these two sets together are just such a great starter pack for anyone who's wanting to draw things kind of like this. So I definitely recommend going on Amazon and picking one of these up. Amazon, if you're wondering, is where I get all of my art supplies pretty much. Every now and then I'll have to order directly from like Illo's website for my sketchbooks, but other than my sketchbooks, I typically get everything off Amazon, just in case if something comes damaged or broken. It's very easy to replace it and send it back with Amazon, and their prices are usually the best. So that is typically where all of my supplies come from. And I just am keeping with this just soft color by going with a light colored jean. I want all this to just go together nicely. So I definitely think using markers out of the same set, especially with these OHUHU markers, just allow the overall piece to look more cohesive. Just because all the colors are in the same color family Now I wouldn't say that with every set because not all sets are created equally. Some have colors that just really don't go together. But I really think this OHUHU pastel set goes together great, and all the colors that you use, no matter which ones you use together, are going to look good. Alright, now I'm going to start coloring in this one over here with this really pretty, kind of like a periwinkle blue color, and I think this looks really good with her hair color, so I'm just coloring that in as well. Alright, now I didn't really know what color to color in this skirt. I kind of wanted to make it white, but I also wanted to have some color on the page. So I decided to go ahead and go with this peach color. I think it looks cute. Doesn't match perfectly, but it's okay. Alright, and now I decided that I had to go with this green color, number one, because we haven't really used much green on this page, and I think green looks really pretty with red hair. So I just decided to use that pastel color, and I think it looks really pretty. Alright, now we just gotta tie all this in, as always, by adding just a little bit of a background. So I'm just gonna go in with a pink and purple and draw some stars, just to kind of make this look really cute and finish up the page. Alright, we're finishing up the page now, just adding in that background, finishing that up. So I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. This was such a fun video. I'm really glad that I finished up these sketches. Definitely a fun video, even though I kind of tend to do these sketch with me's a lot on the channel. I think you guys really enjoy them, and I have so much fun doing them. So I hope you were drawing along with me. Let me know down in the comments below what you were drawing, and let me know what you want to see next in a video. So thank you guys so much. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!